Hello and welcome. This is Sports Tonight. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. It's a delight to have you join us. I'm Austin Okonakpan. It's still an action-packed world of sports. On the show tonight, we'll find out what's going on in that game between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Teranga Lions of Senegal. That game is about to kick off, or has just kicked off, at the Hive Stadium, home ground of Barnet FC, right there in England. We'll be giving you all the details right here on the show. Also on the show tonight, we'll find out what's going on with grassroots sports development. Akwa Ibom State, they are taking the lead for 2017. They have started what they have called the Akwa Ibom State Sports Festival. What is it about? It excites me because it involves primary and secondary school students. So that's one for the future right there. We will take a look at it tonight on the program. It's a Thursday night. So Sonny Young is standing by in Washington, D.C. to give us all the latest happenings in our action-packed world of sports. Is also a Thursday night. So Femi Adefeso will be in the studio to talk basketball and some more basketball. So much to talk about. So let's bring you Femi Adefeso to join us live in the studio. Femi, good to have you on the show.
Always a pleasure to be here, Austin.
So much happening. Hopefully we're waiting to also get connected to Sonny Young. Sonny Young is standing by, and Femi will be responding or reacting to some of the issues Sonny Young will discuss. But I know for you, we just can't wait for the basketball season to start in Nigeria.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm looking forward to. Usually, or traditionally, at this point in time, we should have at least got off a week or two of it. But due to the new sponsors and some of the logistics that have been put in place by the sponsors and the organizers that are talking about the Nigerian Basketball Federation, they look to be taking things really easy. But the good news is that, and they said by the first week of April, the league will be jumping off, and that for me is good news because it's 2 weeks from now, so good enough time for the teams who will be participating to also round off, their preparations, and the last minute signings, now can be dotted, and of course training camp most have entered. The likes of Rivers Hoopers, who of course have come into camp, Kano Pillars, of course unveiled new signings as well, the Kwara Falcons as well also. I've also added some new players to their squad list. So we are just looking forward to seeing all of this to pan out. The new boys, the Oops and Reed of Lagos, the newly promoted Division 1 champions. We have the NAF Rockets, Police batting, looking forward to their first taste of Premier League basketball, after a very long time. And also, we'll be looking at how it will be. It's been the Savannah Conference, but the Atlantic Conference teams are saying, look, we have what it takes to win this time. Let's not forget, last season we saw 3 teams from the Atlantic Conference get to the semi-finals of the playoff, which wasn't expected, based on the fact that, of course, we had 3 teams, who were kicked out, just before the season, and we thought that would weaken their resolve into competing with the strong Savannah Conference. But they actually came out fighting. Rivers Hoopers, coming down from Division 1 straight. They got to the semi-finals almost doing the big until they got stopped, by doing the Customs, who got its runners-up position, and Kwara Falcons too, who have gradually started building momentum. I remember them coming into the league, from Division 1 too, having also missed out of the Premier League for a very long time, and after each passing season, they've just been keeping up, to qualifying for the final 8. Now by last year they were almost close to the finals, but they ended up finishing 4th, and they're saying, look, this time around we are ready to go for the crown. So who would dethrone Kano Pillars? That's the big question everyone is asking. Will it be for a team from the Atlantic Conference, or perhaps another Savannah Conference team? Mark Mentors learned from past mistakes, willing to come back and fight. Gombe Bulls also talking tough as well. Niger Potters, Plateau Pigs also getting ready to also fight. I'm just waiting for us to see, how all of this will pan out at the end of the day. Hopefully the new, sponsors and the money, that we've been told is available will also improve the level of competition.
Because all of this will just be expectations until the league starts. But Femi, before we go to Washington to join Sonny Young, what are we hearing from the Federation? What are we hearing from officials? What's the body language? What are they saying?
The last I heard, is a kind of a demeanor of excitement. I don't really know why everybody is just keeping a lot to their chest. They don't want to talk. but if you ask them, they say, you just don't worry, you know, something big is going to happen. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't have much to say about it. You know, they say seeing is believing. That's what they tell us. So we'll wait to see. They've said between the first week of March, of April, beg your pardon, that's from 1st to 7th, you know, we will see the league, you know, jump stop. We also hear that also all the partners are already running around to ensure that there's a grand opening, you know, to the new season. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully, I'll be wild, you know, like everyone is saying, and then we can get on with basketball. Let's not forget, it's also an Afro basket year, and so we must start the league on time and ensure that we get the best out of the league, the best players to come into camp to also come and compete with the other foreign stars. Remember, we are also champions on that front, so we also need to put a formidable team to also defeat our opponents, you know, on the African continent, because everybody now wants to beat Nigeria.
I totally agree with you. About last month or so, we had the Federation announce that there's a mega sponsor coming on board that's going to bring money and they will use it to turn around things in the league. I'm looking at administration. Now, they're quiet. What's up with that talk?
Well, I'm also not totally happy with that kind of gesture. Because we're all excited. I was excited. A lot of Nigerians were excited. Basketball enthusiasts were excited. The clubs were excited. You know, the fans are excited. You know, and some of us still have our excitement on. And they're saying, look, we just don't want to reveal. I don't want to believe it's because it's also a political year. You know the way the federations are being run and how government, you know, tends to, you know, say, okay, look, the tenure is over, time for elections. Maybe that's one of the reasons why, you know, they are keeping quiet until the league starts. Some are saying they want to surprise everybody, so they want to keep it a surprise. So let's just sit down, and they don't want to remove the element of surprise. So we'll wait and see all of that. But all in all, I am still optimistic, you know, that we'll be in for, you know, something glamorous, because it will be an anticlimax in the end if we had all of this, you know, about money coming in, then nothing, you know, and then at the end of the day, we don't see the fruits. But I'm optimistic that something great will come out of this. And already, I know a few people have been running behind the scenes, you know, to ensure that something extra, you know, is being put in. So let's just wait, you know, and see at the end of the day.